Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a profitable professional trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Good news, the pre-sale for my trading system course is launched and will be available for approximately 7 days. The link for the website is in the description below. If you are still struggling after shifting through all the free material or even some paid courses, this is because what these courses are lacking is the most important component: how to apply what you have learned to real live price action. You get to the live price action and you don't have a clue because it looks so much different. This is why I call my course a system. Each lesson builds onto the next, teaching you exactly what needs to be there to take a confident, emotionless, successful trade. You will not be confused anymore or unsure of what to do. Like I said so many times in the past, Elliott Wave is just a portion of it. There's so much more to the system than just Elliott Wave. Bull market, bear market, it doesn't matter. This system teaches you to trade in any market condition. I put my heart and soul into this course. I am 100% confident that if you set your mind to learning everything in this course has to offer, you will be successful. One last thing, everyone needs a mentor and collaboration. I didn't start really coming out of the spinning wheel until I joined a group of like-minded people. Consider it. Consider joining the Discord, where you have unlimited access to me and others to take you by the hand and help you along the way. I hope you'll take advantage of it. All right, let's get started. I am on the BLX chart. This is going to be an update on Bitcoin and ETH. There's not a lot to update, but we're going to go over a few things we haven't gone over in a little while. This indicator is called the Gaussian channels? No. This is the golden ratio multiplier. I apologize. Okay. If you notice back in history, and we've went over this before, that this bull market hit the orange line. The next one came up, hit the yellow. The next one came up, hit the green. Now we have hit blue. So each bull market is hitting a lower and lower and lower color. Very interesting. The next color is purple, and it's sitting at 90,000. Now, if we go into an extended bear market, of course, this could move up or come down. We don't know because it does follow price. Okay. If we look at the bottom, you can see that this orange line is the 618. The blue one is the 382 Fibonacci numbers. We held the blue. We wicked the blue. We held the blue. Will we wick or hold the blue? I would assume so. And with that said, it's coming in around 17,300. Okay, maybe we wick it in that 20K that everyone's looking at is a target. Okay, very interesting indicator. All right, monthly chart. We would have to take out this bottom candle closes in price to wipe out the divergence that's on the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame has completely just about reset itself, which we were expecting. The lowest it's ever been is 40. We're sitting at approximately 45, 44 right now. So it does have more room to go down. And there's nothing saying that it can't break it. It can. Now, it hasn't in the past, but it doesn't mean that it can't do it this time. Okay, anything's possible. But we do have bullish divergence. Weekly time frame, same thing. We would have to take out these candle closes in price to wipe out the hidden divergence we have. It is coming from way back here because we've wiped out all these pivots. Okay. This one is not giving us divergence. So you need to go to the next lowest pivot. Okay. And that is this one. And we do have divergence. This can even come lower and we will still have it. We just can't wipe it out in price. The weekly is sitting on 30. Okay. It has gone below 30 before, so it can come lower. The lowest it's ever been is 24, but it can definitely go lower than 24 if it wants to. Okay. On the daily, if we were to roll over, say we do this little move up and roll over, or we just roll over, we will have daily divergence. It's pretty much a given here. And we'll have to wait and see, is this enough daily divergence to bring us out of here? Okay. The first thing we would need to see is we would want to take this order block out. We want a V shape recovery. Okay. Take this out, make this V recovery, and find support on top of here. This is what you want to see off the bottom of this. This would be a 5-wave move, a pullback for a 2, and we would launch. Okay. Yes, it can do the same thing and end up with a corrective move. But this is what you want to see to take a confident trade. Okay. It can be done on the lower time frames. Same thing. But I'm not going to get into too much of that right now. I will when we get down there. Okay. Let's talk about the counts real quick. Nothing's really changed with these counts. If this is your first time watching my channel, that's why I'm going to go over them again. If you take a look at price, okay, we are hanging on by a thread. We are. If we were to lose this area that we're sitting in right now, you can see we're hanging on by a thread here. We'll come down, fill this gap, and then this next block of structure here is the next area of confluence. If we lose that, we're coming down, filling the next gap, okay, at approximately 19. We'd still be okay. But if we lose this one and come on down to fill this gap, or come down to this big structure of volume, we most likely will come into our 1, okay, right here. There's no way around it. Now, I'm not saying we're going to tank all the way down there. I'm just showing you the structures, if we lose them, where we will be going. Okay. The first count that I'm partial to is the WXY. Okay. The first thing we're going to assume is that the correction was like this. If we lose the 1.382, sitting at approximately 23,000, this count will come off the table. The orange WXY. At that point, we will flip to, this was the top, and this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to flip to the orange WXY. Okay? because the orange WXY allows us to come deeper into these extensions, which is that next support down. The last one sitting at approximately 17,350. If we lose those, then we're going to go into the bear count, which I'm going to show you next. But I want to talk about this area right in here. This is the most important area of what are we going to do immediately here. Is this C over? And do we place W here? And we're about to get an X wave, and then Y wave comes down, and maybe it will hold all this confluence here. The 382 retrace, this fib level, this one, and the 236. Okay. Doesn't have to. It can come on down. But it would be nice if it held it, if it's going to make X wave now. But there's no guarantees. But the good news is it can come deeper. If we're not making X wave now, okay, and we roll over for one more for this C wave, for a fifth wave, the market has a chance to end this on Y, the yellow Y. But we absolutely 100% have to rip through this territory, find support on it, and launch to get on with our fifth wave. Okay. We don't want the C wave to come down and then it makes X wave. Bonks its head here probably and comes on down. That is an option. So it's got to do with what are we doing in here. We going up for X now? Are we going to roll over for C and then go up for X? Or are we going to roll over for C and get out of here? That's the three options right there. If we lose those options, then we're going to flip to this. Okay? If we lose these extensions, the 1.236 and the 1.382, and we start cracking them, we will have to flip to, this was an A, B, and we're making a deeper C. Or, unfortunately, it's starting with 5 waves. But we will go for the ABC first. If we get down here to the 1.618, and then we make a fourth, and then we make a fifth, then we'll have to consider that it's a 5-wave move. But an ABC can come that deep. It's very hard to tell the difference between a deep ABC and an impulse wave. But you trade them the exact same way. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Let's go down to the lower time frame. Take a look. So it really matters what we're doing here. Because if we're going to get a partner leg for this move to the upside, it's either going to get stuck here on this resistance, or it's going to get through it. It's going to pull back into it and potentially fill this big gap of nothingness that I call an insufficiency area. Okay? It has the chance to do that if it can push up, pull back, and find this as support and launch off. If it can get above here, okay, find that as support, we could get a big wave here. This would end up being A, B, C. I don't see this as an ending. This move is 3 waves. Okay? The only way that it's possible that we could take off from here is if this ends up making some type of diagonal. And right now, it's not looking promising. Okay? It's looking more promising for this leg, which would end up being an X or a B, depending on how high it could get. Okay? And then after that, we would be heading down. All right? Let's get in a little closer. Now, the first count that I'm looking at is this one. It is where this B wave is going to not break this low and head up for a C. Okay. Or this is a 1 and a 2. The 3 is going to blast through here, 4, 5. Okay. Then we would have A, B, C, or it just makes a zigzag and it's not able to get through. And this is W, X, Y. Okay. If we bonk our heads here, not able to get through, the next move is down. Even if we get through and make a really good wave, the next direction is down. Okay. This is a very difficult sideways movement. It's not the easiest in the world. The next option is that we're going to come lower before we go up. And the way with it we do that is this is what I call sandwiching. Okay? It's making a WXY in the middle. This is the middle connector, connecting this leg to a leg that's going to do something like this. We need to hold these extensions for a Y. Okay, 27,350, 27,000. Then we could kick it up for this leg. And we'll have to wait and see if it can get over this resistance and find it as support. You would see a 3-wave move here that finds it as support, and up we'd go. Okay, and fill in that insufficiency. There's always a bear, of course. Okay, there's always bull counts and bear counts. The bear, I only see one option for, which is good news. Okay, I am more leaning that we will get this leg to the upside. But the only way that I can make this bear is to say this was a 5-wave move. Okay, this was a pullback for a 2. And this is playing around before it dumps down. Okay, which means we will not break this high. That is invalidation for the bear option. This resistance right about here. We cannot take that out. Otherwise, it's going to be most likely, okay, maybe a dump down and up we go. We'll have to wait and see, can we get through here? Or we don't break this low. This just dumps down, makes a higher low, holding this green support, and up she goes. Okay, I hope I explained that pretty well. All right. On the 4-hour time frame, if we were to come down and take out these candle closes, okay, we would have reversal divergence. So watch for this. Okay. Also, we could, this is something you would want to watch for, if this was to just roll over, okay, and just take out these lows here, give us this, we could have reversal divergence on the 4-hour. Okay. So, reversal divergence on the daily. If we take out these lows, just about has it already. Reversal divergence on the 4-hour in this area. That should be enough to kick us up and potentially get through this resistance. But, like I said, there's always a bear. Always. And we can potentially just boom. All right, let's take a look at ETH. Same thing with ETH. The weekly, we would need to take out this low in price to wipe out this divergence we have. Okay? So that's good news. Let's talk about the counts. I am partial to this WXY count. Okay? Where it could be, just like Bitcoin, be coming from over here. But it would need to hold these extensions. 1417 and 1270. If it doesn't hold them, then we are coming from this top. And this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks beautiful for one. Okay. And we're either A, B, C. Okay. And the W goes here. And we're going to make X wave now. And then we come down for Y. And hopefully it holds these. This white WXY. Or this is not going to get through. It's going to create another fourth wave and down again for a fifth, and the C wave will end here. Okay. And then we will have to wait and see, can the market come out of here? If it doesn't, just like Bitcoin, and creates a three-wave move here, it will be an X. And then we'll come down for Y. Okay. And just like Bitcoin, we'll have to wait and see, do we take these extensions out? But it would be very deep on ETH before we would be calling this a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, okay? This would need to just keep melting off. Then bounce for a 4 and come down for a 5. But if we come up now for the X wave, this account's not happening. Okay? All right, let's go to the lower time frame. So, ETH has just about taken its low out. But there is a count that could fool us. This one. Okay, let's talk about it for a second. It is assuming that we're coming down in ABC. Okay, not a fifth wave. That we're going to come down into the expanded B pocket. Okay. And this ends up being A, B, and we get this C wave up that could potentially get very big if it wanted to. An expanded flat can get very big. Or, just like Bitcoin, it's going to bonk its head here in resistance. The reason that I am leaning towards this count is because it started off in a three-wave move from the high. Three-wave move back up. And now, from here, this point, it's creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? That is the reason I'm more leaning that this could happen. But, of course, there's always a bear. Okay. And the bear is assuming that the wave was like this, but I don't like it. I don't like it because it did not hit minimum requirement of the 618. Majority of the time, probability-wise, your partner leg will hit the 618, and it didn't. Okay? And I cannot start the 5 waves from here. But if it's going to go bear, then it was like this. Okay? And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe another 4, 5 for the 5th wave. Otherwise, it's going to pull that fast one on us. And it will look like a 5th wave to some people, but it'll actually be a flat. And this will be a rocket ship till we get to resistance, and we'll have to see, can it pull back, find it as support to get up higher. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you, and I will see you in the next one.